And here we go. Yep. There we go.
Okay, welcome to Gentle Yoga with Ruth. As part of AARP Maryland's Brain Health Interview Series for older adults, we offer you classes to enhance your health. My name's Marcia Goldberger, and I'm a volunteer, a co-producer of this series along with Eleanor. In and we're going to talk in this series, we talk with experts on engaging your brain, staying social, managing stress, restorative sleep, eating well, and exercise. These interviews are meant to provide strategies and practical tips for staying sharp and optimizing our overall well being. The 6 pillars of brain health and the interviews can be found on our website as well as on our pages on Facebook and YouTube. So, turning to the gentle yoga class, Ruth Sharon is a licensed professional counselor, registered yoga teacher, as well as a relationship and wellness coach, author, and healing retreat leader. Ruth first power and beauty of Hatha Yoga when she was just 25 years old. Now, as a senior yoga teacher, she brings her expertise, compassion, good humor, and joy to our class. And she'll tell you more about what to expect. So, as Eleanor said, we'd love to know where you're located. And I just wanted to let everybody know that these sessions, these yoga classes are being recorded and they will be on our Facebook and our YouTube. And Eleanor will be providing the link to these in the chat and also in the post-event email. So you can take the class again and the previous classes as well. So Ruth, over to you.
Thank you. Well, happy spring. So each month I'm doing a theme. So today's theme is on beauty. Have you noticed how beautiful it is outside here in Colorado? Everything's blooming, smells so good, looks so beautiful. So we're going to tune to the beauty within us and all around us. So let's start with our hands out to the sides and just imagine we're scooping up all this beauty and showering it upon ourselves. So use this movement. Inhale as we lift up our arms. Exhale as we bring that beauty into us. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Feel that movement in your shoulder. If it's not feeling good to lift so high, just do a small movement. It doesn't matter. It's okay. And now we'll take the beauty inside of us, scoop it up, and send that beauty out into the world. So scooping up our inner beauty, the beauty of who we each are, and spreading that around. Let's do that a few more times, just moving our arms. Inhaling as we reach and exhaling as we come down. Good. And let's take our hands to the outside of our knees now, above the knees on the thighs. And we're going to push the knee out as we push the hand in. So we'll just activate the core. Can you feel your belly starting to fire up? Take a good breath. So we're pushing our hands against our legs and pushing our legs against our hands. These are isometric movements that can help fire up the muscles and start activating them to get ready for movement. Let's try that one more time. Good. And now we're going to cross over. Take your hand and put it to the outside of the other leg and push there. And you can feel it all the way through your shoulder and your arm. And then push it on the inside. So you're pushing against as your leg is pushing in. Just activating. Can you feel your belly firing up? Come pull up on your pelvic floor. Squeeze upward. Breathing. Activating. That's it. Can you feel the warmth? Sometimes when we're inactive, and we're not doing enough, we could do these simple things even while we're watching TV. Let's try it on the other side. Push against the leg and push the leg against the hand. So we're firing it up. Can you feel that energy? So a lot of what beauty is for me is a lot of balance. There's a lot of balance in active and repose. So we're in a state of balance. So we're firing up right now. And then we can cool down. So let's take our hands again and cool it down. So we want to find a balance being activated. We've called it hatha yoga. Ha is the sun, it's the brightness, it's the external, the mighty, the strong, the apparent. And tha is the cooling. Take it from inside and spread it around. So we want to have a balance of cooling, soothing, calming, opening, and active. So we're looking for that balance. Let's roll our shoulders. Let's get our shoulders involved. Good, and come from behind and up and around. We're going to start in our seats. So you might have your mat nearby, or you might stay in your seat the whole time. Let's take our arms out to the side now and turn our leg out to the side and put our other leg behind us. Now we're in a seated warrior pose. So we're going to be in a standing warrior. If you can't feel comfortable in that, please come back to the chair. So my back foot, I have my toes tucked under, so I'm activating my thighs. Can you feel that? And this leg, I'm pushing down to activate my thighs. This is a strength pose. Breathing. Good. And we're going to take the elbow to the thigh here, and we're going to take this arm either up to the sky. And again, if that doesn't feel good, you could put your arm here, you can put your hand here. But if it feels okay, see if you could get your arm up by your ear. And then we're going to tip a little bit. Pushing into the back foot, pushing down into the right ankle foot. Good, just firing up those muscles, getting them started. And let's turn, drop the knee down, and let the hands come out in front, looking out. I'm looking out my window now, seeing all the beauty. What are you looking at? Do you see anything beautiful? Good, just allowing your body to breathe and move. Yoga means union, to unite our mind, our thoughts with our body and all our body processes with our breath that joins them together. So we're putting our toes back, our knee is down, feel that stretch here. The other leg is out to the side, pushing down into our foot, getting ourselves settled. And then bring the arms out as much as you can. Again, soften from the elbows if that feels better. Put the hands on the chest or up on the shoulders. But if you can, stretch it way out. Breathing. This is a seated warrior pose. Take a few long, deep breaths, filling up with life energy. In yoga, it's called prana, the life energy. In every tradition, it has another name. Breathing in that life energy, exhaling, relaxing, and settling in. Just allowing yourself to feel more comfortable inside your body as you get stronger, more balanced. And the arm goes to the leg. This arm goes up if that feels okay. Again, each body part is different. Shoulders are different. Maybe it feels better here, here. If you can, you're up by the ear, so pull the arm back. So you're opening up here. This is a great lymph draining pose. The lymph glands under here and lymph glands in the groin. Cleanse the lymph system. So take a few breaths here, holding this pose. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. Now turn. And again, we're stretching here. So if that leg wants to go back a little bit, you can pull that back. And then the arms are reaching out, reaching, activating. Make sure your belly is engaged so you're not getting into your low back. Keep your belly engaged. Pull up the pelvic floor. I'm looking at beauty. I'm looking at a painting on my wall that's these beautiful wild horses running in a mist. It's called Freedom. I love that painting. And I'm looking at a picture of the ocean over the rocks. That's a beautiful piece as the sun's setting. So just see what beauty you can target to look at. And open it up and come back to center. Shake it out. Hope that felt good to you. So we're going to let our body roll forward now and stretch out our lower back and pull our belly in. So our belly is supporting our back as we roll forward into a forward fold. So just let yourself exhale and roll forward. Drop the chin. So the top of the head is now imagining that it could go all the way to the tailbone, like you could be like a little kid and touch the top of your head to your tailbone. Just roll forward. So these kind of poses when we forward fold are cooling poses. They let our body come into a repose, into a quiet place. So take a few more breaths in this forward fold, seated. We'll be doing these poses as we stand also, but you can know that these are variations to come back to your chair. Good. Now we're going to pull in from our belly and just roll up our spine, one vertebrae at a time. Just see if you can feel the vertebrae. Roll all the way up so that the top of the head pulls up. In yoga, we call it a sky hook, imagining the top of the head has a hook, and we're just going up into the sky, up into the clouds. And our bottom of our body is grounded into the earth. So in yoga, we're thought of as a canal, a channel for the earthly energy and the heavenly or the celestial or the etheric energy above us, the air energy and the earth energy. And we're the conduit, the channel of that energy. So just feel that for a moment. Breathe up from the earth. See if you could feel the breath coming up. My feet are right on the earth here in the lower part of my house. And the breath comes up to the top of the head. And then exhale back down. So we're breathing in that life energy from the earth, feeling the strength and the stamina and the endurance of the earth. And we're exhaling, just sloughing off, clearing off any stress, any tension, any stuff we're holding on to. So take a few more of these earth breaths up from the bottoms of the feet, up through your legs, up through the tailbone and the bottom of the body, up into the chest, open up the chest, up into the face, up to the top of the head, all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, let it just shower down on you. Wash you clean all the way back down to the earth. Let's do two more of those in silence.
Mm.
Sounds like someone's speaker's still on. If you want to turn that off. So I'm going to come to the edge of my seat now. Make sure you're comfortable and you're stable and you're safe on the edge of your seat. And we're going to put our feet out a little bit so our hips to the knees to the ankles is a right angle. So we're straight. Wiggle around, feel your tailbone on the chair, feel your sitting bones on the chair. And we're going to do something called cat-cow. You might have heard of it. We're going to work with the spine a little bit. In yoga, the spine and the brain is well, in all systems, it's the central nervous system. But in yoga in particular, we want to keep getting flexibility in the spine because, as we get older and gravity presses down, the spine compresses. So we're trying to stretch the spine. So we're going to do some cat-cows, which is we'll do it standing as well. So the cat, we're pulling our belly in and we're rounding, we're pushing our chest back and we're rounding like a kitty cat. I'll sit on the side of so you can see I'm kind of curved, a C curve here. Pulling my belly back, so I'm stretching here. I'm letting this get nice and long. Going to do the cow. And the cow is where the udders come forward. So I'm stretching here. I'm making an arch in my back and I'm going to lift my chest, my chin, my eyes. Make sure your head and neck are okay with that. Look straight ahead if it doesn't feel good. So we're doing the cat-cow. Then we're going to do it as a dynamic moving pose, but right now we're doing it as a static pose just to feel it, make sure our body's okay with it. So we're pushing the hips forward, arching the back, opening the chest. Doesn't that feel good? Opening the shoulders, lifting the chin, the eyes, the head. Breathing. Good. And release. So the latest research says 90 seconds to hold a pose. We were nearly 90 seconds. We might try that when we're standing, but the 90-second is to allow all the muscles and then the attachments of the muscles to really release. So take your time, be patient. So we're doing cat-cow now as a way of using our breath and our movement together. So inhale. And push back and round. Exhale. And push forward and inhale and open. And exhale and round and pull back. Inhale up. Open the chest. Exhale back. Let's do one more. Open. Exhale round. Oh, feels so good, doesn't it? Love that cat-cow. So we're going to take our hand over to the other side now and do a little stretch, a spinal twist. So if the spine was instructed not to twist, stay forward and just do what we were doing before, pushing your hand against your leg. But if you can, push your hand against the leg and move your arm behind you. Either let it stay out in the air or tuck it around your chair. And we're just doing a very subtle spinal twist just to get some movement in the spine. If that hurts, if you get a sudden, come out of it right away. Don't try to endure a sudden little sharp thing. That just means you pressed on a nerve and your body doesn't like that way you're moving. A gentle twist. Some people think of the image of wringing out a washcloth, just wringing out your spine, just squeezing out the tension in the spine. Good. Let's go the other way. Again, we're pushing out against the leg against the hand, activating, and then either putting our hands straight behind us or around our chair. And I notice this side I can't twist as much. So, each might have different sides. And as one of my teachers says, that's job security for her. She knows that people are going to keep working on getting balance. So opening up the chest, twisting the spine like that, wringing out of the washcloth. Just feel your spine wringing out, getting the tension out of it. Keep the feet grounded, pushing the feet down, pushing the hand against the leg and the leg against the hand. Back to the center. Ah, that felt good. Let's take our hands to the chest and we'll just stretch that out a bit. Stretch, stretch, stretch the spine. Ah, good. Now we're going to take the hands back down to the chest and we're going to do a little ringer. One of those old washing machines, just agitating back and forth. We're just trying to loosen up the spine. So again, if that doesn't feel good, stop and just do what feels good to you. Take a few breaths. That's good. One more seated. This one is called the mortar and pestle. So we have the bowl, our pelvic floor, our hip bones, our pubic bone, and our sacral bones make a bowl, and our organs sit down in that bowl. And then we have the spine, and we're going to move the spine around in the bowl. So we're just going to circle just to open up the pelvis. Try to stay as straight as you can, like a mortar and pestle. Circling around, breathing, keeping the tailbone grounded, keeping that sky hook pulling you upright, stretching our spine. Go the other way now. So you might find over time that this becomes easier. I know some people have trouble with this because their hips are really tight. So just try to move around as best as you can, small circles. Just that feeling of this strong post inside of the bowl. Okay, good. Let's relax. Now we're going to focus on the beauty aspect. And so we're going to do a little face yoga to make our faces more beautiful and more vibrant and more lush and more delicious. So we're going to use the vowels. A, feel that A, feel your cheeks, and then relax. And E, E, I, open up your eyes. I, oh, oh, you, you. Let's try it again. A. There is such a thing called sound healing, sound therapy. So you could use the sound that reverberates inside, and that vibration can help clear stress and make more comfort inside. So oh, you. How was that? That's a fun little practice you could do in front of the mirror, even when you're, in the bathroom or whatever, just to do the vowels and feel your face get more animated and feel that sound vibrate. And lastly, before we stand up, we're going to do our eyes. Eyes are part of the beauty, right? We see beauty and people see the beauty in us through our eyes, the windows of our souls. So let's just look up. Let the eyes look up. Take a breath. And then keep your head straight and let the eyes look down. These eye exercises are ancient practices to help our eyes have better sight and better muscular health and much more optic nerve health and conductivity. We're looking down, back to the center, and we're going to look to the left So just let your eyes look, keep your head straight. Feel how you're stretching your eye muscles. Breathing. Good. Back to the center. Feels a little weird maybe. Look to the other side. Right. Keep the head straight. Just look with the eyes. Back to the center. Now we're going to look up to the left corner. Keep your head straight. Just look up to the left corner. So you're on a diagonal. And then sweep your eyes down to the right corner, lower corner. So you're making a diagonal line. Let's look up to the right. Face is straight, body straight. I'm gonna sit back in my chair a little bit, let my back be supported. Looking up to the upper right. Then sweeping down, down, down to the lower left. Face is straight. Breathing. Okay, now here's the tricky part. We're going to make circles. So from that bottom left corner, we're going to go over to the side, up to the other corner, up to the top, up to the right corner, to the right side, and down to the lower side of the right, and around and back. So keep your face straight and challenge yourself to make some circles with your eyes in one direction. And then we'll go in the other one in just a moment. Probably not something you do regularly. Go the other direction. Keep the head straight. Just let the eyes circle around. Breathe in. Feeling your feet grounded, your tailbone grounded. Back to the center. And let's just take our hands and rub them together, get some warmth, some energy going in our hands. And we're going to put our palms over our eyes and just let our eyes rest now from that exercise. Feeling yourself coming into balance. When you're ready, let the hands come down. And we're just going to hang out my paper down there. I'm just going to let ourselves come into balance. So we're looking for that balance between being activated and being calm. So a lot of times when we get calm, we get sleepy, and when we get activated, we get anxious. So we're looking for the blend where our breath brings in fresh energy and the exhale calms and soothes us. So we come into homeostasis, into balance. So let's take a few breaths here before we stand up, just to ground and center. So feel the breath as it rises. Don't pull on the breath. Just let it rise. Open up. Remember, we're this hollow canal here that we want to be the conduit of life energy. So we're letting the energy fill and then letting it empty. Just watch it. Give your mind the job of watching the breath, and we'll do it 4 times in silence. So I give some of my clients or students the assignment of the 4